dreams. We all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rusty, and tonight, I'm here to share the hilarious journey of my life as a dancer. Now, let me be clear, I've got 2 left feet, and I dance like a penguin on roller skates, but that didn't stop me from trying. You know, they say dance like nobody's watching, but in my case, it's more like dance like you're trying to escape a swarm of bees. I've had my share of embarrassing moments on the dance floor, and I'm about to spill the beans on all of them tonight. You're in for a treat. Or should I say, a feat of awkwardness. Now, I've got to be honest, my manager once told me, Rusty, you dance like a scarecrow caught in a tornado. Ouch, right. But hey, I've embraced my unique style, and I hope you all have a laugh at my expense. So, get ready to dance through this comedic journey with me. And now, without further ado, let's kick off the show and twirl our way into some laughter. While working as a dancer, this is what my manager said about my work. Rusty, you dance like a GPS with a broken compass. I've heard some things in my time. But what my superior said about my work was truly memorable. Your moves make a toddler's first steps look like a professional ballet. The other day, my boss had this to say about my work. Even the robots on an assembly line have better rhythm than you. Picture this. My executive's comment on my work went something like this. You've got a dancing style that's perfect for a horror movie. So, my manager dropped this gem about my work recently. I've seen scarecrows with more grace on a windy day. My boss's perspective on my work took an unexpected turn when he said, you make synchronized swimming look like a walk in the park. So, on a Friday, my team came up with this gem about my work. Your dance moves are like a broken record stuck on a loop. Guess what my team said about my work during one of our meetings. I've seen penguins waddle with more finesse. I couldn't believe it when my executive remarked this. Your dancing is a great argument for evolution. While working some extra hours, my team said this. If dancing were a crime, you'd be the prime suspect. My employer's feedback was quite the surprise when he said, your idea of a dance routine is a random assortment of spasms. Just when I thought I'd heard it all, my manager said this about my work. Even a malfunctioning robot would refuse to copy your moves. I had to hold back laughter when my team commented on my work like this. You dance like you've got maracas in your shoes and bees in your pants. Just this Wednesday, my colleagues said this about me. You make a traffic jam look like a well-choreographed ballet. We went for a team building and my team leader dropped this gem. Your dancing could be used as a form of crowd control. Here's a good one. My team's take on my work was, your moves are so bad, they could put a flash mob to shame. You won't believe the hilarious thing my manager said. You dance like a puppet with tangled strings. You'll get a kick out of what my manager said. Your rhythm is like a metronome with a dying battery. Just when I thought I'd heard it all, my team said this about my work. Your dancing is the reason they invented dance therapy. One day this is what my supervisor said about my work. Even a room full of shy introverts would outshine you on the dance floor. Picture this. My team's comment on my work went something like this. Your dance moves could be used as a field sobriety test. Guess what my manager said during our meeting? You make a broken wind-up toy look like a professional dancer. Here's a good one. My head of department's take on my work was, your dancing is like a cat trying to escape a bathtub full of water. I had to hold back laughter when my administrator commented like this. Your moves are so stiff, you'd give a robot a run for its money. My team's feedback on my work was quite the surprise. You dance with the enthusiasm of a sloth on a sleepy Sunday. Ever had your work summed up by your chief in a single sentence? Mine did. And it was, even a malfunctioning GPS has better coordination than you. In the realm of unbelievable feedback, my administrator said this about my work. You've got the rhythm of a washing machine on the spin cycle. Let me share what my director said about my work on Tuesday. Your dancing is like a tumbleweed rolling through a ghost town. You won't believe what my team said about my work recently. You make a toddler's first dance recital look like a Broadway performance. One of my colleagues dropped this gem on Monday. Your dancing is the reason they invented the phrase "two left feet." It's like my superintendent woke up and decided to roast my work with this comment. You've got the grace of a bull in a china shop. Here's a good one. My head of department's take on my work was, I've seen penguins execute a conga line more smoothly than you. I've heard some things in my time, but what my superior said about my work was truly memorable. Your idea of a dance routine is a series of accidental collisions. I couldn't believe it when my executive remarked this. You move like a robot trying to imitate a human dance. One day, this is what my supervisor said about my work. Your dancing could be used as a form of crowd dispersal. In the realm of unbelievable feedback, my administrator said this about my work. Even a mime could express more emotion through dance than you. So, my team leader came up with this singer about my work. Your rhythm is like a metronome with a broken pendulum. One of my colleagues dropped this gem on Monday. You've got the elegance of a bowling ball rolling down an alley. While working some extra hours, my team said this. I've seen mannequins in department store windows with more flair. I had to hold back laughter when my administrator commented like this. Your dancing is the reason why some animals should stay in the wild. So, my manager dropped this gem about my work recently. When you dance, it's like a chaotic game of Twister gone wrong. We went for a team building and my team leader dropped this gem. Your moves are so outdated, they belong in a museum of dance history. Here's a good one. My team's take on my work was, you dance with the grace of a startled deer on an icy pond. Another day I went to work and my manager said, watching you dance is like witnessing a slow-motion train wreck. Let me share what my director said about my work on Tuesday. Even a malfunctioning GPS has better dance coordination than you. Ever had your work summed up by your chief in a single sentence? Mine did, and it was, your dancing is like a GPS trying to find its way in a black hole. Let me share what my team had to say about my work just yesterday. You've got the rhythm of a metronome with a dying battery. You won't believe the hilarious thing my manager said. Your dance moves are so stiff, they make a robot look fluid. Just when I thought I'd heard it all, my manager said this about my work. You're like a dance floor landmine waiting to trip someone up. Picture this. My team's comment on my work went something like this. Your dancing is the reason they invented dance like nobody's watching. I had to hold back laughter when my team commented on my work like this. You make a scarecrow look like a breakdancing champion. You'll get a kick out of what my manager said. Your idea of a dance routine is a series of accidental collisions. So, there I was on a coffee break when one of my colleagues said to me, even a traffic cone has better footwork. Last week, my controller threw this curved ball. You move like a marionette with tangled strings. The other day, my boss had this to say about my work. Your dancing is like a crossword puzzle missing half the clues. Guess what my team said about my work during one of our meetings? You've got the grace of a bull in a china shop. My employer's feedback was quite the surprise when he said, I've seen statues with more dynamic dance poses. Just this Wednesday my colleagues said this about me. You're like a tornado in a tutu. You won't believe what my team said about my work recently. Your dancing is the reason why dance instructors weep at night. Just when I thought I'd heard it all, my team said this about my work. You make synchronized swimming look like an Olympic sport. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of our show tonight. I hope you had as much fun as I did sharing my hilarious journey as a dancer with you. It's been a wild ride, and if my manager's critiques are anything to go by, I'm well on my way to becoming the world's worst dancer. But hey, they say laughter is the best medicine, so I must be the healthiest person in the room right now. Thanks for being such a fantastic audience and for letting me shinny, shuffle, and stumble my way into your hearts. And remember, if you ever need someone to clear a dance floor in record time, just give me a call. Now, before I go, here's one last bit of wisdom from my manager. Rusty, you danced like you had 2 left feet, and your right foot wasn't doing much better. Good night, everyone. Thank you for being here and have a good day. See you on the next one.
And we all got dreams, we all want things. But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything?
Hey, I may be the worst at my job, but at least I'm entertaining. Leave a comment down below and let me know what your manager is saying about your work. And if you didn't enjoy this show, well, I promise I'll try even harder to disappoint you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, stay employed and keep smiling.